What's up, y'all? I'm back with another story time. So, just listen to this story as I unbox my hot wave home gym with y'all. Yeah, cause honestly, it be getting too cold to be going to the gym all the time, and I just can't, y'all. So, this is gonna be in handy for me. I got 4 or 5 more months till summer. I'm trying to be outside. All right. So back to the story. So this is my story time of my encounter with a vampire. So first of all, y'all, I have I don't know how to call them, but I have some abilities. So I see a lot of things in my dreams. All right. I know there's a lot of people out there that I can relate. I see in my dreams. So, I kind of had a deja vu moment. I had a whole situation in my dreams. I seen, a vampire, but I don't really think too much of it sometimes because I dream. I see a lot of occurrences, people, places, and things. I astral project and all that. So, cool. I'm outside, right? I'm outside one night. We in the section. We in the club in Atlanta, partying. Buford Highway. It's lit, right? It's up. So y'all, I'm in there drinking the spirits down. As you know, the Don Julio and all the liquors, those are spirits. And honestly, I change literally when I be having those type of things. I don't know if I feel like I become stronger. I don't know, y'all. It's like a different feeling. I really can't explain it. So across the room, I'm starting the dream is not starting to come back at me, and I'm realizing, this is a form of deja vu. So I don't really freak out by stuff like that no more because I typically do have deja vu sometimes. I know everybody has them, but I have them a lot sometimes, which is cool for me. So tell me why, y'all, I see the same exact dude in the club, and tell me why he notices me. He looks at me. His eyes glow like a bright, almost orange gold. Just looked at me and smiled, and I like a smirk smile, trying to play with me, trying to taunt me type of smile, and had almost a psychic telepathic conversation with me. That's how I knew he was playing with me and playing in my face. And I don't even play like that, y'all. So I gave him the same look back and psychically told him, hey, this is not what you want. I allowed my eyes to shift as well. If you know, then you know. My eyes shift at him as well. And I looked very serious at that moment. Hey, what you want to do? This could go either left or right. How you want to do this? So he kind of smirked and just moved on and went about his way. But, yeah, and I didn't see him. I didn't see him leave the club. I didn't see him sit down. I didn't see where he went at all, which was cool for me. I wasn't tripping because, I always see multiple different creatures out at nighttime. They like to have a good time just like us. They're outside just as much as we are. You feel me? But this was a weird ass situation because this, typically the same place I always go to Buford Highway when I go out sometimes in Atlanta, and I know mostly everybody. So I kind of, being around Africans and Caribbeans, I can tell who's real and who's not, and what's fake and what's not, and who are, creatures and who's not, if that makes sense. I'm trying to say a lot without saying a lot, if that makes sense, y'all. So yeah, everybody says in the videos, skin was just, clear, I don't know, just very smooth. But it was just the fact, I've been around vampires and other creatures before, but we all play dumb, we play we exist. We don't know each other. We don't know shit was going on. We act normal. But this is the first time I ever got anybody played in my face, y'all. It was crazy. He literally smiled and smirked and sent me a telepathic message. I didn't feel like he was gonna harm me or do nothing. It was more of like I said, taunting, more of like creature bullying, if that makes sense. And I looked over hey, you don't want this smoke. At the end of the day, looked over at him, and And that was really, really that. It wasn't a big situation. I'm spiritually protected and loved and blessed. So I believe in God. So I just don't, I don't really have those worries. I don't really have fears. And I be minding my business. They don't bother me. I ain't gonna bother them. All right. I'm gonna be back, y'all. I'm gonna call y'all back later for part 2 when I run into some aliens. All right. Bye, y'all.